This webisode is commercial-free from the Battalion TV and the Penwell Fire Group. From the executive producer of the Battalion, the series, featuring the Snyder Fire Department, the FDIC Experience.
We're almost there, guys. As soon as we get the luggage and we'll get to the hotel and check in, we have to look for the driver for the car that's going to take us to the hotel. Usually there's somebody standing with a Snyder Fire Department sign, and then we check in with them, we get our luggage and head to the hotel. And from there we'll check into our rooms, and then we go to the convention center and check in there and get our materials for the convention. But this is it. You're in Indy. It's absolutely going to be a wonderful week. Beautiful weather, planes were on time, no issues at all with the travel so far. Doesn't get any better than that. Baggage claim right over here. Looks like they already got our luggage waiting for us. This is great. So far, so good.
I'd like to welcome you to Indianapolis. If you just arrived from Denver, your luggage, golf clubs, and car seats are now arriving on bag carousel number 4. If you have any odd-shaped items like skis, snowboards, strollers, or walkers, they will arrive last on the oversized shelf on carousel number 2.
To a nice smooth ride to the hotel where we can check in and then go check in and get our credentials. Guys, here it is, Homewood Suites. This is where we're staying. It's one of the best places to stay. You're right in the middle of all the action, and it's close to the convention center. You guys are going to love it. When I first came to FDIC, I could tell you it was in the late 1990s. And I had heard from our officer corps, people that had been at FDIC before, about what a great experience it was. And I can tell you what I do remember vividly is immediately within the first couple hours of being here, how soaked up and wound up and just passionate about the fire service I was. And that experience that I had in the late 90s continues today.
All right. You guys come in together?
Yeah.
Been here before?
I have, ma'am. I'm back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She cleared it.
What size?
Large.
Large?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
I said if she...
Yep, thank you so much.
That's her side.
Okay, down to the boneyard.
Do you have boneyards that we're going to?
Lenny, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Chief. How are you?
Doing well.
Good to see you.
Keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Go listen to her.
Oh, we got 3 ourselves. We've got three new guys coming. Take 3 to replace Bert. We're going to replace.
That's crazy.
That's Bert Bugbee. He went to FDIC since it was in Cincinnati in the early 90s. It's the first one he's missing, and we miss him dearly. So we brought 3 probies with us to make up for 1 missing Bert. So, all right, I got to go check in the AV room.
All right.
I'll make sure somebody. Oh.
Still moving. Which is amazing. Yeah, go ahead. It's always up.
Hey, Mike, when you go by Fire Engineering books and videos during the week, that's where you're going to see Rick Lasky, John Salka, Billy Goldfeder, all the stars of the fire service. They'll be there on and off signing their books and just hanging out talking. It's a great place to keep an eye out for those guys. I'm over here. It's not me.
Go to the ball. Good seeing you.
Hi, sir. Tom Merrill checking in.
Okay.
From Snyder, teaching a professional volunteer fire department.
Okay. Thomas Merrill.
That's it. Great, thank you, sir.
Your room is listed on there.
Excellent.
You know this is your room if you need anything, and whatever we can do for you.
You guys are awesome. Always top-notch operation.
Thank you for participating.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Love it. Honor. Hi, Tom Merrill to check in my presentation. What I do here is they review my presentation to make sure my videos play and that there's no glitches with my laptop.
Don't you love the technology?
Oh, gosh.
Second. I don't want to check in, man. Oh. Dave, how you doing? Good. How are you?
In the audio, in the video, audio, and video. Marvelous.
Pick your adapter, pick your choice of poison.
Alright. That works, right? So far.
Presenter goes into. You're up. Okay, you're going to have to go through every slide.
I just want to make sure that
You want to see that? All right, what you're going to do is change your sound settings. And we're going to give you an info.
Can I try instead of the HDMI, the Vega?
Absolutely.
Go to output.
We'll try them along.
It should be good.
a lot of build up to it. FDIC, just kind of, everything you hear about the conference, and then you're actually, we're getting here and kind of, boots in the ground. It's gonna be a fun week for us, kind of together, and like we have a chance to kind of decompress, be together with everybody, and then also doing a lot of training.
Right? Utilize the depth of the tool to your advantage. So, sometimes when it's narrow, it's going to be great. When it's super tight, as you get in the gap wider and wider, use the 2-inch adds for your advantage. All right? If you got to come down a little bit more, that's it. Yep. Place it properly. No turning around. Perfect. Hit. Hit. Right. Well, move it like that. That's good. Just hold it right where you got it. Go back. Panic bar, drop bar. Normally it's a drop bar. Panic bars generally don't have any indication on the other side at all. Not typically. There are exceptions to the rule, obviously. If there's 2 of them or 4 of them oriented like this, we indicate slide ball, right? Which is going to be high. Now, just because I've got carriage bolts on the outside, does that mean that lock is actually engaged? Absolutely not. So don't be intimidated just because you see a lot of carriage bolts on the door. Before I go conventional and I gap the door, which they'll talk about over there, there's no sense of being intimidated by it. Because if we open conventionally, depending on the time of day, is going to depend on what locking mechanism is in place. On the rear of a commercial, typically drop bar is going to be engaged because obviously no one's there at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So, by gapping the door, it's going to indicate a lot. By sizing it up, again, when I'm saying open that up, get some daylight in between it to see what I've got there for my mechanism. So people say, do you start high, do you start low? Wherever my carriage bolts are is where I'm going to start to get a size on, to see if they're actually engaged. All right? How do we defeat carriage bolts? If I don't have a saw, let's just say I'm in the rear and I don't have a saw yet. I see that I got a door that's carriage bolts, whether it be multiple locking mechanisms. That's the only door I've got for the rear. Am I going to stop and say, oh, I don't have a saw, so I'm just going to leave it alone? No, I'm going to work. I'm going to work on my coffee saw. Give me a saw at the rear, whatever the case may be, however the SOPs are. I need a saw coming, but in the meantime, I'm going to work. Has anyone ever heard of shearing the heads off the carriage bolt? Is it possible? Thanks a lot. What's the least resistance on this door? The door skin itself.
The caliber of the instructors and the people here are unmatched anywhere in the world. So when you come, you're looking with that in mind. Like Commissioner Merrill said before, he said you look through, you follow the stuff, and if you're following the news and the articles, you see those names and they're teaching here. So when you look at that, you're looking through there and you're like, oh my God, this, he's teaching this class, so you take that class. And the other thing is just kind of things where when you look through it, you're like, that would be a really good thing for me to focus some time on here, where it's not me worried about being a lieutenant trying to teach the class, but I'm actually in there absorbing the stuff, and so that's kind of what I was looking at.
Yep, we're here. Yes, sir. Okay, the pressure's on.
morning. How many of you is this your first FDIC ever? Anyone? One right? Oh yeah. Okay, you heard about it before. So for some of you that's heard about it, it's supposed to be a pretty special week, right? Like the best. Understand that they put me first thing Monday morning. You know what kind of pressure that is for me? And what I think about that? I owe you something because you've heard about this place and it's Monday morning. This is the first experience you're going to have at FDIC and you're looking at a little skinny guy like me. Just an old firefighter from Texas. So we're going to try to have some fun. This is going to be a class of inspiration. It's going to be fun. It's going to be emotional. We're going to have a good time, and it's got to start with you guys. There's going to be a lot of you who have thoughts like, oh, so-and-so needs to be here for this. He needs to hear this. Chief needs to hear this. Guess what? They're not here. So it's going to start with us. If we're going to make a difference, if our fire service is going to get better, if our engine company is going to get better, if our fire department's going to get better, say it with me. It starts with me. It starts with me. That's what it's going to be about, guys. We're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about teamwork. We're going to talk about discipline, responsibility. I'm going to tell you a lot of firehouse stories. If you get sick of firehouse stories, if you don't like firehouse stories, you're in the wrong place. I'll invite you. You may leave and I won't be mad. Because firehouse stories are where it's at. That's where we learn. That's where we get experience. That's where we learn about each other. And that's what we're missing in the fire service. I was introduced many years ago from a friend of mine in San Marcos, Texas, who stood up in front of his fire department when I was about to do 3 days, wanted them to hear it live. And he says, this is Chief Wells, he's a friend of mine. He has an interesting way of looking at the fire service. He's going to say some things today that are going to sting you. And if they do sting you, maybe it's time to go look in the mirror. And I hope that you'll remember this class a little bit. I bet you don't remember 4 hours of it, but I hope you take home a little something. Just something that goes, you know what, I'm going to get better. It is going to start with me.
It's been the most unbelievable experience of my life. I've teared up just seeing this.
All that hard work back in the spring and whatnot, this is what it all comes down to.
You know, a lot of us never thought we'd be here, and we are. It's awesome.
To see the growth and where we've come, and where we're at, where the recognition we're getting, it's great. It's great.
Next time on the FDIC Experience. Thule Fog Productions has been producing the Battalion, the series, featuring real-life training since 2007. For the last 2 years, we have been creating and designing our new interactive website that now features fire, rescue, EMS, and our training channel. Features some of the top professional firefighters in North America. Our Battalion live feed broadcast schedule on our homepage will keep you in the loop. The Battalion.tv network. Train like your life depends on it. Be safe.